run to Ames, Iowa, home of Iowa State, and these Cyclones have been looking to gather strength all morning long. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the TCU Horned Frogs. Taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Cyclones will kick it off to get us underway. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Horned Frogs offense will get the first possession of the game. And this guy is a big-time star. Just an electricity follows him onto the field.
He's a workhorse too, Reese. This is a definition of a bell cow running back. He can carry the load for his offense and put his football team on his back.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. I know defenders hate quarterbacks and love nothing more than hitting them, but you're hitting yourself in the gut when you get a 15-yard penalty. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got a wide open receiver. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Horned Frogs trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. On to attempt the try.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So the Iowa State Cyclones offense will get the ball for the first time. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I'm taking a calculated risk if I'm thrown towards one of these two dudes, because you're just asking to get picked off.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the 1st down. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
At the 40, there he goes. Running toward the tape. Touchdown, Cyclones! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game getting working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. From the gun, running back on the move. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. Tried to pound it on 1st down, now back to the line. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Horned Frogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. One back in the backfield, he gets the carry. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The give to the back. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive.
And that pass intercepted. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Some really tough running there gets him to the 45-yard line.
I tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup.
If you're going to throw a comeback in man-to-man, I got to trust my guy is going to beat that guy. And this quarterback, you could tell, really did a good job of trusting this wide receiver, and that's why he gets the first down.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Iowa State. Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
TCU will send its offense back onto the field. He'll start this drive firing. He makes the grab. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down. He wants to throw. It's complete on the right side. At the 45 on his way. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to...
Can anyone catch him? And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Give to the running back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, TCU!
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26. Now looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 26. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30. The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. From the gun, the running back has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. Looking for a man. It's Durham. He makes the connection. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Bells and whistles have got to be going off in this quarterback's head now. It's 3rd and long, so you know you're expecting pressure. You got to know where your hot routes are. You got to be able to read the coverage and make sure you...
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. And the Cyclones send out the punt unit. He gets his first one of the day out of there, and they used him 3 times in that loss last week. And this ball will be downed at around the 20. First down for this offense. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
First down to start the drive after the break. Looking to move it through the air. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Oh, it's loose. Oh, look what I found. Yeah.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls on the field.
Little touch pass to the receiver. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Hard-earned yards, man. You got to get these first downs any way you can. And sometimes it's not going to be easy, and you can't just do it conventionally handing it off. This offense is going to have to be creative. Football is a game of inches, and you just got to find the angles to give yourself an advantage. That creative play call right there really helped them out.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. That's caught. It's Stevens. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route against zone coverage. Quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. The Horned Frogs will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be 2nd down. They've put this ball on lockdown. 8th play of the drive coming up. Quarterback moving. Lets it go to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
Well, the defense is making some big plays here right up against their own goal line. They forced 2 straight incompletions, now setting up 3rd down. You're expecting pass again. Is this a situation where they're going to want to blitz, or do they stay back, play zone, and try to...
And he's going to score. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Iowa State sending the offense back out. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They'll test the right side. Shakes off the defender. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. They're bringing heat. Using the quick game. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, that play was designed for that down and distance, right? You saw how he barely got enough to pick up the first. Really nice job by the play caller there, understanding the situation of what play to dial up.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I needed to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
They'll give it to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Lining up, trying to convert this 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He'll try to do it himself. They bring him down, but not before he gets just enough to move the chains.
Sometimes these guys just have eyes in the back of their head. You saw it right there. He was able to buy himself time, get outside the pocket, and at that point, I think the decision was pretty easy. Hey, I can go get this with my feet. He was able to do that. Now they got a fresh set of downs.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
2nd down coming up. To throw, it's Durham. Finds his big tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Cyclones come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it on the counter. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. Got 8 on 1st down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. He's looking to throw. The freshman able to get home with the sack. They're a perfect 2 for 2 on 3rd down on this drive. They need 8 to move the chains again. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And he's got it from 57. What a beauty. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Might as well give it to him again. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
They're trying to get to him. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up 4th.
Finds his man and they convert. Makes the grab, defense right there, and they are set up at the 14. After that completion, move the sticks, it's 1st down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Finds his big tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the ground with the back. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, TCU! You know what? Methuselah lived 969 years. He was born and died in the amount of time it took them to walk it down the field and score that touchdown.
And that's just so frustrating. Play after play after play, you line up, you try to do your assignment, and you fail, and they cap it off with a touchdown? Oh, Methuselah.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Running out of time here in the 1st half, and they do have a chance to make this a 1-possession game.
And so you got to locate your best players and get them the football on this drive. You're down in the game. There's obviously a lot of football left, David, but on this drive, in this 2-minute situation, best players got to touch the ball.
And this could get into pressing mode, right? Like you go into the half down a couple of scores, it starts to, the pressure really mounts. Good opportunity to take some of that pressure off, get some momentum, energize this squad going into halftime.
Looking to throw, it's Durham. Firing to the right, complete. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella.
It's a really nice job in coverage defensively there because that tight end, he wasn't really even open. Quarterback just still tried to put it on him and give him an opportunity, but great tackle, short of the stick, setting up 4th down.
Running it back, it's Laporta. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a 1st down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a 1st down.
And it's on the ground. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster? Open the drive with a chunk play out past the 40, and they are in business on 1st down. He's going to pass. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. It's now 2nd down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. They get to him as he throws. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Got a man, it's Stevens. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. Waning seconds of the 1st half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very intriguing first 2 quarters of football in Ames. The passing game for both sides has been outstanding. On point, unrelenting. They've excelled in the short game, the intermediate game, and especially on the deep ball. All in all, a thrilling display of offensive firepower, and these defenses have a lot to discuss here at halftime. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Jack Trice Stadium.
And the Horned Frogs will kick it off to start the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
Offense getting set for first down. They go to the ground. Sweet feet on the move. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. And the Cyclones want to crank the tempo. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Durham. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes.
In the second half, trailing the way they are, they know they're going to have to be able to throw the football to get back into it, but you can't accomplish that if you can't keep your quarterback standing upright. Give the defense tons of credit getting that sack on third down.
And this is going to be incomplete on third. The Cyclones will bring the punt team onto the field. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he's stopped. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. Running back searching for a hole. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. He's now up to 83 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing.
This offense all game long has been running really well, and I'm really impressed by how well they've recruited at the running back position. They've got some dynamic players coming into the game at different points, spelling each other, keeping each other fresh, and they're hurting this defense.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The give to the left side. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry. 3rd and short coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. And he's going to be just short of the first down. It's going to bring up a decision for this coach. This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Try to get it on the ground. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down.
I love offenses that can just rely on their offensive line to get it done in 4th and short situations like that. Turn around, hand it off, let's stay on the field and keep this thing going.
That's caught. It's Stevens. Got enough space. Touchdown, Horned Frogs. And they take it in for 6 more points. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Pocket starts to collapse. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack.
College football, man, there's so much speed on the field now. Your safeties are smaller, they're quicker, they're faster, they're more versatile than ever. They can rush the passer. You can send them at any time. Great job by the free safety, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack.
Throws to the tight end. Got his man. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Hand off from the shotgun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
Looking to throw, it's Durham. Chucked it away just as he was hit. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Complete to the left. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. And the Cyclones in the hurry up.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
The Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Staying physical in the red zone as he's pulled down after picking up 3 balls at the 14. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. They'll try the run. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Cyclones have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cyclones! Got to start cutting into this lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step 1. You got to get that 1st score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side. You still got more work to do, but step 1 accomplished.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go...
Nothing but green ahead. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, I'll tell you, you just can't quantify how much this guy has meant to his offense running the football. Leads the nation in rushing yards. He's the guy with the target on his back. Every time they take the field, the defense knows who they have to stop, and still, this guy churns out big run after big run.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, TCU!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's third and short. Dropping back, it's Durham. He's got it down the middle. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on third and short. First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance, and right here just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it, and right now he's doing some damage on this defense.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Fires downfield. Complete downfield. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Just under a minute to go here in the third quarter. They'll snap it on first and 10. He's looking to throw it. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Makes his connection. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And there was no question in that scenario. That's where the quarterback was going. He knew he had his receiver in a matchup that he liked, running a route where he would find himself open. Nice job between those two.
After losing yardage, it's 2nd and 12. Got the quick pass. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the move. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, it's Durham. Using his feet to buy time. Trying to make magic with his feet. Powers through. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on fourth down. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And the quarterback goes down. The sack. The heat was too much. There are penalty markers down, but I think it's against the offense. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. The give to the back. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. First and 10. Leaves it with the running back. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Just working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. Trying to move the sticks on third down. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. The Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will. That looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Fast motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Now trying to keep this drive alive on 3rd and long from the 45. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Got it set up on the outside. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back. And the Horned Frogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Coming after him. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now facing some adversity on this drive after the loss of 4 at 2nd and 14. Fires to the wideout. Pass on the way. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense set on 1st down. Back to throw, it's Durham. Quickly complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Some 3rd down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on 3rd down from the 43. Gets it out fast. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. 1st down and 10. He wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. The Cyclones have this offense rolling. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he showed off that stiff arm as he had a decent run.
There's just so much for this defense to think about right now. They've had strong side runs thrown at them. Now the counter. And they know that this offense can work in the play action off of all these base runs too. So much offense.
And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. TCU has it back, and the Horned Frogs go on offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Drives ahead for 3 to the 27-yard line. The Horned Frogs want to move quickly. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Worked it down to the 22-yard line, give him 5 on the carry. On 3rd and short, they'll ride the running back here. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. He leaves it with his back. They get him down after a 4-yard gain to the 6.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, Understanding circumstances, they are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
We'll give the defense credit there on third down. It almost looked like they were expecting the screen. They gave up a few yards, but not enough.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Horned Frogs! That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. To the air on first down. A strike downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. Looking to throw, it's Durham. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. They'll throw it on first down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Cyclones have it with a 1st and 10. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Got it! Still on his feet. And he will score! Touchdown, Cyclones!
Nice job by the offense, going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Couldn't ask for better field position for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. From the gun, running back gets to give. Finds a crease at the 20. And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, TCU! They are finishing the deal, building the lead here in the 4th, and they are going to go to 7-0. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Rich, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week you've got a week to figure it out, figure out what your offense is going to be moving forward.
He finally goes out of bounds after the explosive play, but now the question is, did the official see something to bring it back? This offense has a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Durham. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Trying to get to him. Takes a hit as he fires. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's taking a deep shot. He's got it inside the 15. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down. So that's not exactly optimal as far as the defense starting a stand, giving up an 80 spot. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa State.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
That's why they called him the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. He will take a knee, and the defense can stop the clock one more time, but this one is just about in the books. Plenty of fireworks in this one, a lot of points. They always talk about having the chalk last, and it seemed like whoever was on offense had the last laugh.
It's amazing how much offenses have just boomed in college football. So good, so many ways to hurt you, and you saw both of these offenses put on a show today, Jess.
Dave, we talked to both of these coaching staffs, and their defensive coordinators were losing sleep all week. They knew this was going to be a tough task ahead of them. So much speed, so much firepower on both of these offenses. And, man, we saw that here today.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This